I'm going to show you a very interesting workflow to test your designs on physical products with augmented reality. So let's get started. We are going to go into Illustrator first. We are going to create our 3D model using Illustrator. We're going to map it in Adobe Dimension, and we are going to use Adobe's Aero to test it in the real world. So let's get started with this. So we are in Illustrator right now. Let's create a new document. So we'll go with the common format right here. Let's get all of this out of our way. So we have this right now. What we're going to do is we're going to create a bottle. So we'll take the pen tool here and then just make a bottle. I'm not going to be very detailed about this. I'll just make a bottle like this. And let's close it. So we have this bottle right here. Now what I want to do is I want to create a cap also for this bottle. So I'll take the box, the rectangle box here, create a cap. Let's change the so I think this is fine. We have the cap shape here. All right, so I'm going to take this, I'm going to move it a little down. Yeah. Now you might have noticed that we only have half of the bottle, which is absolutely fine. We are going to revolve this into a 3D mesh. So before doing that, we can actually group these objects into one. So I'm going to right click both of this and make it into a group. With this group selected, we can start creating it. But before that, let's give it another color so that you can see it. I'm going to let's select the group. I'm going to go to Effect, 3D and Materials, and click on Revolve. So you can see that the revolving is not happening in the right way because it is sweeping from the left edge right now. We want it on the other way, so we'll change this to the right edge. We have the bolt right here. We can change so we can see this clearly right now. We can change a lot of parameters here, but it's not very important right now. We can change the material also. We are not going to use any of this right now because we are going to do that in Dimension. So what we need to do is we need to export this object first. So we'll select the group. We will right click this and click on Export Selection. So we have the bottle right here. We'll name it to 3D bottle. And we want to export this as a 3D object. So change this and choose OBJ format right here. We're going to save it to our desktop right now and click Export Asset. The 3D model is exported and it is right here. We can see that. We are going to go into our next two. So we will open Adobe Dimension. We are in Adobe Dimension right now. We will create a new document. We can also set our size here, but this is fine. We're going to create the document and we will go to File and import the 3D model that we just created out of Illustrator. It is opening right here. It's pretty big right now, but that's fine. I'm going to just zoom out and I'll move it and bring it on top of the grid. So we have it right here. So what we'll do now is that you can see the group is right here. So we can see the material also in this. Okay. So what I will be doing here is that I want to apply a material to it. I grouped it, so I tagged it with one material in Illustrator. If you want two different materials to be applied on this object, you can assign a different material in Illustrator so that the cap will be coming as a separate object. But right now, we don't need it. I want one material applied to the body and the cap. So we are here right now. We will go into the material section right here. And I want a very shiny, white, glossy texture on it. And I'm going to drag and drop it to apply that here. So I have the bottle right here. I want to apply the label design onto it, the decal onto it. I've already created and I have created a PNG design right here. I just want to apply it into this design. You can click on the texture and you can apply the label right through this. But the most easiest way to do this is to drag and drop it into your model. So I'm just dragging and dropping it right there. You can see that the texture is coming right here. I'm going to scale it up a bit. You can move it. You can also see it from all the sides. So yeah, this is good. This is what I actually want. So we have our model ready. We don't have to set up a scene because we are going to export this and take it in Adobe Aero. So what we are going to do here is that we are going to select the object. I'm going to go into Share and click Export selected for Aero. So click on this. It's going to save to our Creative Cloud and we can access it from Aero. So click Export. The file is now exported. Right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to switch to our mobile phone and we are going to see what is going to happen there with Aero. So I'm going to turn on my mobile phone. I'll go to the Aero app. We have the Adobe Aero app. You can click on this plus sign to create a scene and it's going to scan for surfaces. So you can scan your area to find a surface and you can now see that it's scanning and it's sort of taking the surface. It's good. So once it is ready, you can click to create a surface anchor. So it created an anchor point right here, so it is going to stay locked into that position. And now you can add an object here. So you can start it, you can take it from your Creative Cloud. And we have the bottle right here. We can place the object there, wherever you want. So I'm going to click and place it right here. We have the bottle placed right now. It's sitting really well there. You can see that even the tiny shakes in your camera, it's not getting affected by it. And if you go closer, you can see the design perfectly. You can take your camera, watch it from the other side. So this is really cool. It's very bright. You can go that closer. You can even see the shadow affecting on the bottle. So this is really interesting and it's happening in real time. I hope this is clear and you have enjoyed this tutorial. I'll get back to you soon.